All right. Hello, hello. Welcome to Team Rise and Fit call for July 22nd. I had to look at the calendar, what day it is. July 22nd. Yeah, the one day after Chris's 40th birthday. So happy birthday, happy belated birthday on the recording to Chris. She's up in the top corner, cheering her little heart out. But she's very tired after fair. So we won't make her talk, but we're excited that you're all on and that we'll be having more people hop on here in a few minutes. A couple things that I just want to bring to announcements and make sure they're in the recording right away. Next Saturday, July 27th, I know not everyone on the screen that's here because some of you are very far away, but the July 27th from 10 to 3, we are having the open house, the Super Saturday-ish event. It's not Super Saturday, but it's more like an open house. We're just going to have a fun time in the park. We're going to calling it Fixate and Friends and Fixate Food and Friends. And so coaches are bringing a Fixate dish or a healthy recipe of some kind, and then some friends that they want to have join the team or just meet the community of people that you hang out with. And then we'll do a workout at 10:30. We'll kind of meet and greet around 10, have a workout at 10:30, and then just kind of have some lunch and whatever people bring and just socialize and have fun. There will be a video from corporate. I'm going to watch it first to see whether we actually show it. It's nothing like it's been before. So this is purely inviting people to join the coaching opportunity. And so there will be like testimonies. There will be kind of like what is a coach kind of information. The whole thing from corporate is broken down into multiple pieces, and it's supposed to take about an hour. Again, I don't know if we'll show all of it or do any of that stuff. We might just recreate our own thing. So if I say, Bridget, you probably won't be in Iowa here in Benton with us on Saturday, but I could say, hey, Bridget, would you tell us a little bit about your journey? Like that might be something that I might do for people that show up, and I'll hopefully see who's coming. Jill, I know, has RSVP'd the link. If you go to the Facebook link that's there, you can RSVP to it and tell me who's coming and what you're doing. And so if you're inviting people, please have them do that so we know how many people will be showing up. And then that will help with planning of not only the shelter itself will hold about 75 to 100 people. So I'm not worried about like maxing that out, but just like for some space for like the workout and things, we're going to go down to the either the tennis courts or hopefully the band shelter kind of thing. We'll have a place where we can project the screen and play a workout from there. So that's my hope, but we'll see how it all rolls out. I'm going to go try to test it sometime this week and see what we can shoot up there. Obviously, it's going to have to be a morning meltdown workout that I've downloaded and played because I won't have Wi-Fi out there. But it'll be a fun opportunity to just sweat together, hang out together, eat together, bring people that you wouldn't maybe normally have brought before, and just know that it's not about coaching. Like it's not coming from the lens of a coach. It's coming from the lens of somebody thinking about coaching. So there won't be like crazy recognition. I won't be like, if you're a diamond coach, please stand up. If you're a Ruby coach, please stand up. It will be none of that. It will be more of like, who's lost 100 pounds or like who has a story that they'd like to share that's coaching has changed their life, those kinds of things. And then what has been being a part of this community done for you, and we'll kind of go that route. All right. So it's really just about bringing people and meeting them and doing that kind of thing. And then if it's fun and it's something we want to keep doing, we've scheduled something every month for the team to do together since May, and we'll just keep doing something. So this is July. We'll do something together in August again. We'll kind of figure out some things in the schedule. We always have Boomtown here at my house. I know it's super late, so people probably don't want to do that. But if you want to come earlier in the day and hang out, I'm open to that. Or if there's something else that's going on in August that we want to get together and do, maybe like go to Nubo and have lunch or, whatever, we can do something. And then from there, we'll keep planning things throughout the rest of the year. Okay. Every month we'll try to have some sort of live get together. So 10 to 3 on Saturday, July 27th here in Benton at the Round shelter up by the hospital. It's called Riverside Park if you need to get that. And then there's an event page. Please make sure you RSVP there. Shirts. I have lots of shirts left. Only for the people that ordered them ahead of time. The extra ones that I had got snapped up like that at Summit. So the people that bought shirts ahead of time or ordered the shirts ahead of time, I will have them for you on the 27th. And if you have not yet paid, please bring $11 for that. And then we will do a reorder of those shirts. Jane said she'd be happy to reset up a reorder if somebody that didn't get one that wanted one. And so she's going to do that. However, she drove from Indianapolis home to Wisconsin, and then she got on a plane and flew to New York for a dance competition. So she's literally not been home. So when she gets home from dance competition, then she'll do a reorder of shirts, and we'll get those figured out for you guys, okay? So if you haven't gotten one, hold tight, we'll get you one. But if you ordered one, I'll have it for you on Saturday, or figure out how we can get it to you if you are not able to make it on Saturday. So bring friends, invite people to Saturday. The Shaco Challenge is continuing to go. I know that Summit threw a lot of people off, myself included. I drank my shake every day at Summit, but I didn't necessarily do a topic from the sheet. And so we had pretty minimal points as a team this last week, mostly because most of us were at Summit. But we're still on the board, and all my girls were checking in again today and showing up with their Shakeology in our little thread. So maybe we can do something fun again in the team page of like, let's share our shakes or something, our recipes. Maybe we'll start doing something like that in there. And then celebrations. Oh, who has celebrations to share? What has something fun going on in their life that they want to do a shout out for someone on their team page? Or, okay, go for it, Bridget. Unmute and
Rob went Emerald today.
Yay! That's exciting.
So, yeah, I mean, AKA I put
Emerald. Right.
But
still.
It is exciting. So he's actually lost 50 pounds himself. He's been like really embracing the 21-day fix real-time videos. And today he shared two things with me, and he's not here, so, and he'll never watch this. So he now feels comfortable, like, even though he's always been like a small person, he's always kind of felt uncomfortable in his skin. And I know it's really hard for men to talk about this, but I always say, like, little by little, a little becomes a lot, and that's in all things life. And so for him, he now is like excited to go on our beach vacation in September. I mean, we live by the beach too, but he would feel comfortable taking her shirt off at the beach. And then he's also like, we've kind of gone back and forth with like really team coaching and like building his business and embracing his own thing. And after watching like Trina's training on use Beachbody as your catalyst, not Beachbody, like you're not Beachbody, you're using as your catalyst. Like he's like, okay, oh, sorry, I think my computer's jacked up and I don't know how to turn off all the notifications. Sorry.
Good.
But he is like much more on board, and he also is like, my goal is to have Beachbody do a kettlebell workout, and I'm gonna be the old man with the gray beard in the back doing the workouts. He's like, they have to cash someone, so why can't it be me? And I was like, yay. So okay, that's my celebration.
That is awesome. I'm in love with that. Hey, I'm gonna send you some links. I think actually they're in the Coach Collab too, but I have them right here on my phone that I sent them to my husband. And so it's the opportunities for men in Beachbody from Summit. They happened on Thursday. Have you seen those links? Yeah? Okay, so share them with him. I won't send them to you. You have them then. But I send them to my husband to tell him to watch them. So we'll see how that goes. But yay, that's so exciting that he's all in on that. Woohoo! And now you're just a few coaches away from Diamond yourself. So that's exciting. Okay, here's a little, may I share this from our call the other day, what you set your goal to be?
Oh, sure. You can share anything.
Okay. So the other day, I was on a mentoring call with her and Jess, and we were talking about onboarding coaches and like how we were going to hit our goals and like just making an action plan, right? And Bridget is super close to Diamond, like so close to Diamond. And she really just needed 2 emeralds and like 2 active coaches, right? I think that's right. So she's like so crazy close. And so now that Rob is emerald, like now she's really close, right? And she has a controlled account on the other side that could easily be emerald again. And so it's just a matter of getting some people active. So when I said, what is your date? Like Jade Simmons challenged us all at Summit, like, what's your date for your goal? And she was like, January 1st. And I was like, Bridget, we're in like July. Like you could be like, let's try that again. And then, so then she was like, November. And like, girl, you can be there like this month. And so I think it's really rock and roll now. Like she was the most excited when we talked at our team party about how she's going to like, the buck stops here and she's going to start putting action in. She's going to start inviting and start doing things. And look, your action is paying off. You've set a vision, which works in perfectly for tonight's conversation. So I'll come back to you as an example, but anyone else have some celebrations to have? Jess wrote on the side, shout out to Jessica Gosa, who messaged me. She's excited for her first Beachbody paycheck this week. Woo woo, that is exciting. Hubby started drinking Shaco and Energize after Summit, and he asked how he can help more. That's exciting too, Jill. Yay! I'm excited. I do not yet have Josh's ticket for Summit. I should just buy it like I did last year. But I'm excited that Aaron is going and that Brian is going and so many other husbands are going and Rob's going. So that's exciting stuff, that they'll have people to hang out with and just kind of breathe more belief into them of like, this is real. And I really feel like they know that you guys are real, but like meeting you and like experiencing it all. And it's just the icing on the cake. So, yeah, so awesome to have people involved. Who else has something fun to share? Anyone? I got some good wait time. I know that Aaron and Josh got along super well. And they found out they had way more in common than they would have ever imagined. So that was fun. And baby Roz was cute, so that helped too. Josh is a sucker for babies. Anyone else have something fun to share?
Miss Janae is at SC4.
Yeah, girl.
Don't do that to me. Be like, yay!
That is so exciting. Congratulations. That's 2 lives helped.
Yeah, thanks. I have a few conversations and feelers out there for someone else to purchase something or to start something. So we'll see how that goes this week. But I know that for, I guess, like my personal PV, I need to get that up.
Gotcha.
So to kind of fully qualify. But yeah, it's been a good month.
Awesome. That's so exciting. And Kayla White is not on the call tonight, but she went Emerald again this week. And so she actually had 3 coaches already this month. So she's at Success Club 6 by adding 3 coaches with challenge packs for MM100. And she had the same question this morning. She was like, I deferred my Shaco for next month because I bought MM100 this month. And I was like, yep, you have to have HD order. So she's working on that tonight. And so that she makes sure she qualifies, because it'll be the first time she's ever hit Success Club and we want to make sure it counts, right? So yay, that's so exciting. Who else has something fun to share? Anyone? Should we just get started? You can keep writing things in the comments. Here's something fun and exciting. Now that I'm like looking right at you, Miss Heather put out her studio. It is the Davidson Wellness Studio, and it's so cool. It's so pretty, and I'm so excited for you to like really put it out there and go for it. I was like, I saw it come across my Facebook feed, and I was like, yes. And Josh is like, what is wrong with you? I was like, oh, just a coach doing fun things. So it's fun. I'm so excited for you. And like, you just like set it all up and it's ready to rock and roll. And you're so passionate about what you do in fit, faith, educate, right? Did I say that right in the right order? Faith, fit, educate, or fit, faith, educate? I got it right? Okay, fit, faith, educate. So it's so, it's beautiful. I love the colors and the fun stuff, and you do such a good job with it. So I'm in your group and I'm excited to see it grow. So much fun.
And Ashley set up Happy, Healthy, Harvey. Did I get it the right order?
Happy, healthy.
You're muted.
I'll unmute you. Okay.
It's just healthy and happy.
Healthy and happy.
Yeah. So
good. You guys are awesome. Look at this crew, like taking action, being amazing. I'm so excited for all of you. So tonight, okay, all of this is awesome. And I'm just going to like fuel the fire to like keep going through this. Okay. So tonight we're going to be talking about creating your vision. And creating a vision is really about like setting a goal for yourself. And creating a vision is making sure that you're going someplace. So if you don't have a vision, you don't have anywhere that you're going. Like you don't have, it's like saying I'm going to take a trip and you don't have a destination picked out. You just kind of drift all over the place. You might just end up here, you might end up there, but like you don't really know exactly where you're going. And there's a phrase that we use a lot at school that I kind of really stole with me and continue to go through coaching, because so many of the things align in what I used to do at school and what I do now, is that clarity precedes competence. So if it's I won't go into the education needs of it, but like clarity precedes competence. And when you are crystal clear on what it is that you want to do, the knowledge shows up of where you want to go. So clarity precedes competence. You don't know where you want to go until you get crystal clear on what it is that you want to achieve and how, and then the how will manifest itself. You just have to know what you want, and the how will get there for you. Okay. So regardless, I'm going to tailor a lot of this stuff to business tonight, and like growing your business and growing this, opportunity for you. But take this as any area of your life. You can apply this to parenthood. You can apply this to regular life. You can apply this to your job outside of Beachbody. You can apply this to anything that you want, because I do see that we have a vast majority of people, vast array, I guess, of people that are on the screen tonight. Some of them are builders. Some of them are happy being a part of the community. Some of them are, I had a text message. I thought it was going to be Tiffany. Not yet. But it's moving forward with your vision of where you want to go in life. So today we're just going to be talking about that and figuring out how you want to move forward. So the things that we kind of talked about, if you were at Team Rockstar Fit Day, you heard that there were kind of two main things, right? You need to have a Rockstar mindset and you need to have a Rockstar strategy. That's really saying you need to have clarity around where you want to go. You have to have a vision for what you want to achieve, have that mindset that you can and you believe in yourself. And then you have to have a strategy of getting to that point. So if you said, I'm in Iowa and I want to get to Bridget in San Diego, I have to have some sort of roadmap to get there, right? I'm going to have a plan of action on how I'm going to get there. I can't just decide to walk there one day and figure I'll end up there somehow. I might, but like I'm going to have some sort of plan. And so for you to have the mindset, the Rockstar mindset, that you believe in yourself, that you can do it, and then have the Rockstar strategy to go after it, that's where you start to really lead yourself in your own self-care journey. And then it's just a matter of caring for other people and helping them care for themselves as well. So if you can care for yourself, if you can drink your shake, if you can push play in a workout, if you can improve your nutrition over time, if you can dive into personal development, if you can do something a little bit better now than you used to do when you started this journey, you're already leading people. You already have experience, you already have examples, you already have skills and abilities that people behind you in the journey don't have yet. And so for you to lead yourself and then help lead other people simply by helping them get started, then that's what coaching is. And we oftentimes complicate it into like being all these like these business goals and like make sure you hit diamond, make sure you hit star diamond, make sure you get to 2-star, like, or like success club is it, like all these things. But like it's really about you leading you and you helping other people. And we focus on those two things. That's when we can propel and get to any of those other things that are set in front of us. What do you need? No. She wants chocolate. Of course she wants chocolate now. So that's where you can really start focusing on the things. So right now, I want you to think about what goals do you have? Because goals are just dreams unless they are written down. I just did a podcast on this, actually. It kind of came out today. Actually, I would listen to it. So that just like popped into my head just now. So if you have goals in life or in this business, I want you to get out a piece of paper And I want you to start writing those things down, because like I said this morning in my podcast, I'm going to say again now, a goal is just a dream unless it's written down. That's when it becomes a goal. So take your dreams and write them down on a piece of paper. So whether you're grabbing a plain piece of paper right now, you have a little notebook that you're writing notes in, or you're typing them on your computer as we talk, I want you to write down goals. And I don't want you to think about them as like really big goals. I don't want you to think about them as like little things. I want you just to write down the goals, the things that come to your mind and out of your heart, and write them on the piece of paper. Regardless if they feel crazy or if they feel out of reach or whatever they might be, I want you to just write those goals on a piece of paper, because they will never happen if you don't get them on paper. So take a few seconds here and just write them out. I've got several things written down already. And when you feel ready or compelled, you can start typing them in the comments. Because the second piece of writing down your goals is to sharing them with other people, trusted individuals who you know will help you get to those goals. And this community is a group of people that will definitely help you get to where you want to go, and is a trusted space. So go ahead and write in the comments or shoot me a message of what it is that you want to achieve. No goal is too big. No goal is too silly. No goal is too anything. I was actually listening to a TD Jakes interview today with Stephen Furtick, and I'm going to drop it in the team page because it is flippin' amazing. I listened for 45, it's almost 2 hours worth of content, and I listened to the first 45 minutes, have 4 pages of notes. Like, it is just so good. But I'm going to cover a little bit of that tonight, but most of it, what I'm going to talk about is just this vision piece here. And when you put the word just in front of it, as Rachel had said at Summit, and if you start labeling yourself and putting yourself in boxes, you limit your potential to achieve things. So just write out your goals, write out the things that you want to achieve, and put no limits on them. Ashley, that is awesome. She wants to build a team of her own. She wants to do for others what Chris has done for her. That is so special. Who else has things they want to do? Oh, Emily, you heard my podcast this morning too. Fun. Write your goals in the comments. Feeling great in my body. Purchase our living vehicle, home on wheels. Yeah, baby. Get out of the garage. The example of true living. Love it. Debt-free, travel the world, help others feel loved and inspired. Yes. And we have the ability to do that every single day. Like, who else gets to do that in their job? Right? I mean, as like teachers, educators, you get to inspire young minds to like learn the content that's being delivered to them. But like, there's no cap to what we get to do here. It's so special. Okay, keep writing those in there. I love seeing them come through. Just for essence of time, we're going to keep going, but keep writing them in there, okay? So now that you have your goals, your dreams on paper, they've become goals, right? Now I want you to think about, what are 2 things? So it's really hard sometimes for us, because we have that limiting mindset, to think of all the possibilities and all the goals and all the dreams and all the wonderful things that we're going to have. This next part is going to be things that are probably going to come pretty quickly to you, because they're limiting beliefs and they're things that we always think about as the negative side of life. But like, what are the 2 things? I just only want to think of 2 of them. 2 things that you struggle with, or that are keeping you from reaching those goals that you just wrote on your paper. What are 2 things that are holding you back from reaching those things that you just wrote on your paper as your goals? for me, my goals that I'm going to put out there is that I personally want to hit elite again. Not because it's a fancy title, but because it's the bar that I've set for myself. And talking this over with Julianne this morning, this is like super vulnerable with you guys, but like setting that bar for myself, I've never been somebody that allows myself to move backwards. And so even though mathematically right now in the middle of July, it looks impossible, I'm not going to back down from the level that I've set for myself, because that wouldn't be fair to myself and my true nature. It wouldn't be fair to my team to give up on something. It wouldn't be fair to my kids who are watching me try to like build something with this. And so while elite is a metric, it's a measure in Beachbody world, and it has it's some reflection of a successful business. It's not the defining moment of a successful business. And so my main goal for myself, I have my own goals and I have team goals, but like my personal goal is to go elite again this year. And like Rachel said on stage that day, she's like, the people that have done it, it's harder to do again because you're already kind of halfway up the mountain. And so keeping the momentum going is the struggle, and keeping the momentum going with new people is the struggle for me. And so my things that are holding me back, two things for myself personally: fear of missing the goal and looking like a failure, looking like a fool because I didn't hit what I wanted to hit. That's my internal struggle right now. And the second fear that I have, or the second thing holding me back, is that I won't have people run with me, because elite is not a goal that you can do by yourself. And as a Lone Ranger mom almost my entire life, I have just been able to forget you guys, I'm doing it myself, and I can't hit this goal by myself. I need the team with me. And so that's my own personal struggle, my own things that are holding me back is fear. But as I look at the side of this screen here and the comments that are coming in, the things that are holding you back are the same kinds of things: your self-limiting beliefs, fear of failure, scarcity mindset, judgment, feeling defeated. Like, okay, so if we're all feeling it, we can all help each other move past it, right? And so 90% of our fears in life are not true. 90% of the fears that we have run through our head, the doubts, the guilt, the shame, all the negative things are put there, are never ever going to happen. But if we move forward together and we create a positive momentum, a roll tide of like momentum moving forward, much like we started this call with, and I kind of like took us downhill with this what's holding us back conversation. But if we go back to the celebration side and we think about like how so many of you are starting your own wellness studios, and so many of you are helping new people, and so many of you are celebrating the massive successes in your team and having spouses jump on board and really creating this like solid momentum, that's how we all rise up. Rising tides raise all ships. And for all of us to come out of the muck of fear and muck of doubt is to help each other move forward in a positive way, right? And so one person, like that positive energy is contagious. So one person pushing for it and deciding to go for it and do something big creates a positive momentum for someone else to go do it. I have watched Team Awkward and Fit like roll into their niche and like own who they are and love each other fiercely, and look at what you're doing. Like, it is so much fun to watch you guys. And like when people were a while ago asking like, well, where are you, Kim? Where are you? What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm hanging out with the people that are having fun and that are bringing joy to me in this business. And it's the people that are moving forward. And now I have two massive team, three, because my own team page, don't want to forget you all. The second place that I hang out a lot is Kara's team, Fit and Fearless. And the third place that I hang out, and I don't really hang out in there, I'm more of a stalker and a watcher, is Team Awkward and Fit, because you guys are just like blowing up my newsfeed all the time, all the fun stuff that you're doing. So I'm excited for you, and I promise I'll participate more in the future. But it's really just a matter of like owning who you are and loving who you are, and then expressing that and being you. I was in the TG Jakes thing today, and I actually have a post that I've started writing about this. He says that when people put labels on you, when you create, not to be limited by a title or a function, you never knew that people were describing you would become a prison until they did it. You are at your best when you are authentic at your core, and you have to be what you are and not what they call you. Sometimes people start calling you a certain name or give you a certain title, and it limits you from living as the person that God created you to be. So when you start limiting yourself by saying I'm just, or start limiting yourself by like giving yourself a title of a certain thing, then that's where your creativity stops. So I want you to push past that and keep going. So now that you have your goal and you have your limits, your fears that are kind of beside you, now we're going to start creating some actions. Okay. So to achieve those goals, we're going to kind of backwards map those things. All right. To backwards map that goal, you're going to take the big goal that you have and you're going to break it down into smaller pieces. So when you have this bigger goal, some of you have kind of vague goals right now that I see on the screen here, that you just want to help people. Okay, but what does that look like? Remember what I said at the very beginning? Clarity precedes competence, right? So what does that look like? Does that look like hitting Success Club every month? Does that look like hitting a certain rank? Does that look like having a certain number of people on your team? What does that look like? What is clarity? What is the clarity precedes competence to you? I want you to take a few minutes and like look at your goals and figure out specifically what that means. Maybe it's an income goal that we can backwards map. Maybe it's a rank. Maybe it's a certain physical goal that you have. Are you looking to lose a certain amount of weight? Are you looking for certain numbers in your health screenings? What is it that you want to achieve? And you can keep this personal, or you can share in the chat, whatever it might be. But you have to get super clear on what it is that you want to achieve here. I can see some wheels turning in people's heads, so I'm going to just give you a little bit of time. Okay, do we have some more like solid metrics that we can be hitting now in our goals? Thumbs up. Still need some time to think. When I think about how we just completed Summit, and I think about how many of us were there. I don't know how many of you saw this, but like my first summit that I went to 4 years ago, there were 3 of us. There was me, there was Kara, and there was Tiffany. That was, at the time, Team Rise and Fit, right? We weren't even called that yet, but that was us. Me and my 2 PS coaches that went. This year when we went to Summit, there were 30 of us. And 17 of those were Kara's. Isn't that amazing? How the compound effect works, and how you can, by breathing belief into yourself and believe that you can do things, and then the compound effect of breathing that into other people, it just compounds over time. So when we were talking about Summit, like reflecting as elite leaders as well, and in other conversations I've been having, knowing that like 7 years ago, Team Rockstar Fit Day started with 30 people. 30 people 7 years ago. And then it grew to like 70 and then like 110. 3 years ago, it was at 250. Like, none of you guys were there, but when we were at Nashville, the second year of my first summit, it was in a very small hotel room, kind of like a small, like half of a banquet room kind of thing. It was like 250-ish people. And then it moved to 300, and there's about 400 people last year. And this year there's 425. We started talking about it, like Trina's really seriously thinking about booking a room for 1,000 people this next year. Because if everybody brings another person, think about how big that will be. We had people, like we set up for 415, and there were people that were coming in the door late, and we had to go get more chairs for them. Like, so I'm pretty sure there are more than 420 people there, but like that's just the number, that's the final count that we paid for. But I think there were more than that were there. So just thinking about how we can compound that effect, and already seeing how many people that are going to go to Summit this next year, it's getting crystal clear on the number and then going after it. So if she wants to bring 1,000 people to Summit next year, I mean, like all of us are bringing people, getting 1,000 people to Summit next year. What does that look like throughout the rest of the year? It's sparking light in people. It's showing them what they're capable of, showing you guys what you're capable of. You guys hitting Success Club, supporting you guys in that process. Jill wants 10 people with her at Summit next year. So plug to all of Jill's people on the screen, right? Hitting Success Club each month. What does that look like? Having an income goal that you want to achieve. What does that look like? I've done some backwards mapping with some of you in here, but like it's about, if you want $250 a month, that's being an Emerald coach and selling 3 challenge packs a month. That's going to get you 250, easily 250, if not more. If you're wanting $500 a month, that's getting yourself to Diamond and being consistent at the Success Club. If you're wanting more than that, if you're wanting $1,000 a month, that's being a Diamond, a Star Diamond, with 3 to 5 people a month that you're bringing on. But in order to do that, you need to be crystal clear on where you want to go and that you believe that you're worth it to get there. So what are some of your visions right now? We've got 15 minutes left. We're going to unmute a little bit and we're going to share like where you are, where you want to go, and how you're going to get there. I'm going to call on Bridget because she does a really good job of firing everyone up when she talks about where she's going. So where are you going, Bridget?
Oh my God, I gotta figure out how to unmute. That's hilarious. I just go off on tangents, but I still feel that like burning fire from Summit, and I think something that is continuously fueling it is the conversations I'm having from people who watch Summit. And if you weren't there, maybe you're feeling this too. It's not just people who are coaches on the team, it's the people who are watching our social media, who are having conversations with. So I just I don't know, I'm so fired up and just feel true like community belief in the community, the products, and in myself now. And I know a lot of people, I was reading the chats and it's like mindset. And that's something that if you're not doing personal development, like just do personal development. Like you have to do personal development. I don't feel like it's my mindset that's stopping me. My 2 things were focus, because I'm so like scatterbrained, and time. I have to really commit to the time and schedule it in. So where I am now, I'm 2 years as a coach, and I would say, I've shared my journey, but I haven't really invited to the opportunity. I have coaches, but they're mostly, I would just say like coach yourself or discount coaches. And that's changing. And a lot of that's changing in the last week. And it's because I'm breathing this belief into them as well. I'm taking the information that I learned from Trina's training and Kim, what we talked about, and I'm going back and revisiting with all my coaches and just lining up and and doing the same thing, like clarity. Where are you? What do you want? How are we going to get there? And I'm also doing it with my challengers too. And I treat my challengers like coaches. I expect them to do personal development, to support and recognize each other within my challenge group. They don't know that's what we do as coaches. Like, they have no idea, but I set my expectations up for them. So where I am now is 2 years into coaching, mostly coach of self, improving my own health and figuring out my own dreams and whys, and they've continuously changed. Where I see myself is building this like massive contagious community, like, you know, just the continuum of Team Rockstar Fit. We are so blessed to be part of this team. Like, it's insane. We're so blessed to have Kim as our leader. We're so blessed to have Julian. We're so blessed to have our own personally sponsored, whoever your upline coach is. You guys, like, this is it. There's so many teams, and not to like, I don't want to compare, but just know that you're so blessed, because there's so many people who are also Beachbody coaches who do not have this. Like, they're like, when I talk to other coaches, they're just like, what is going on with your guys' team? Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't have any of that. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm so sorry for you, because we are so lucky to have what we have. So, for me, I'm showing up. I'm going to be more involved. I'm going to, schedule my time, and I'm going to build this, sorry, my dog's going to go chase this bicycle. I'm going to build this contagious community of people who may just want to show up for themselves, like I did at first, and grow them into people who believe in themselves and impact others. So that's what we need to do. There is so much freaking sickness out there. There is so much insecurity. There is so much like despair. There's just there really is in this life. And like, one of my goals that I shared up there was to just feel good inside my body. And that's what I want for other people too, to like truly like wake up and be like, today, this is good. Like, life is good. It's hard, but it's good. And that's the example I want to be and show. And I'm going to attract the people who want that also. And I'm going to help them build their communities. And man, maybe 2,000 people for Team Rockstar Fit Day next year. Just saying.
Okay, so the girl who is like, I think I'll go diamond in 6 months is now like saying, Trina, you should book a place for 2,000 people after 420. I love it. Okay, that's exactly why I called in you.
I just have to say too that 2 years as a coach, people who I'm invited 2 years ago after Summit, who I was like, oh my God, this is gonna make me vomit and puke to ask this person. Those people are just now coming around and saying, I'm ready to join you. So just because you've had 1 month of putting in action and really designated time, and maybe like you don't hit all the goals that you wanted to hit, just know that compounded consistency with everything is where it's at. So just think, if you quit after a 21-day fix and you're like, well, shit, I'm not, excuse my language, oh shoot, I'm not where I want to be at, I'm going to quit. Like, you have to keep your mindset as like, I don't know, the same with your business as with your health journey. So just know that it's not easy. Like, you're going to probably get a lot of rejection, but don't take that personally to you. Those people just aren't ready yet, and they will come around. Like, literally, I've been like having so much like tears of joy with people being like, I mean, I could show you messages right now, but they're just like, I think I'm finally ready. I've been watching you. You show up. I formed trust with you. These people I didn't even know were paying attention. They're like, oh, might sound creepy, but I was stalking you. I've seen you. You're consistent. I need that, because the things that I've been doing that I keep falling off of over the last years as I'm watching you don't work. It's this lifestyle. It's the community, and it's the belief in every single one of you is capable of doing the same thing. And you're doing it. So, okay.
Yay! Yes, I agree over here, Bridget for president. You just need to keep sharing your story and showing up consistently. So if you are starting and stopping, they're going to feel like, yep, that's just another one of those things where people aren't consistent and it doesn't work because people start and stop. But if you are showing up consistently and showing up in a way that you're sharing your story and sharing your experiences, really that's all coaching is sharing your journey in the process, and people will see that consistency over time matters. And the reason why people are still coming back to Bridget after 2 years is because she's shown up every single day and she's never backed down from it. The reason the people that are elite and the people that are premier and the people that have striving businesses is because they show up every single day, regardless of what's going on in their life. Go ahead, Bridget.
I was going to say, show up even during the hard, because each and every single one of us has hard. We all have hard. And we can think, well, that person doesn't get it because I have this, this, and this. They don't have that. That person has something else going on. So show up, especially during the hard. And that's when people are relating most to you because they're dealing with hard too. So, okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And talking about your experiences, talking about making your mess your message. Yes, Jill, talking about the things that you're struggling with and how you're having a solution. One of the things we talked about somewhere in the summit was the phrase was thrown out there. I think it was Ashley Molstead. Don't just share the struggle, share the struggle with the solution. So when you don't just share like, oh, I'm struggling right now. Oh, I feel so bloated. Oh, I feel like I've fallen off the ladder. Like, great, but don't share any of that until you have a solution to share with it. So if you're coming back, say, or if you're just feeling yucky, be like, so like today, my day did not start out how I wanted to start out. And I was very honest about that. Like, I did not push play at 6 o'clock this morning. I did not get up at 5:30. Well, I was awake at 5 o'clock this morning, but it's because I was laying on the ground out in the tent. So like, getting up this morning, coming and sleeping a little bit and doing my workout later in the day is how it worked out. But I stayed consistent. I still showed up. And I talked about how the solutions that I have, I didn't have to worry about missing a class or figuring out somebody else's schedule. I got to fit my 25 minutes in wherever it worked for me in my day, because my health is a priority and I can do that. I still have people like doing the ultimate reset, following that plan, sharing all the highs and lows with that. I still have people reaching out to me. In fact, I have one on my phone right now. That's why I thought it was Tiffany, but it's somebody else. They want to know what nutrition plan I'm following, because I'm just keep showing up with what I'm eating and how I feel and all the things. You're fine, don't worry, Joe. We're dear. It's just I keep showing up with my nutrition and how I'm doing things, and people are still curious. They want to know. Sharing before and afters constantly. Talking about how I feel then, how I feel now. You need to talk about before Beachbody, before you started this journey, what you felt like then, how you feel now, and then ask the question. Those little words at the very end. Do you want to do this with me? The scariest 8 words ever known to man. Oh my goodness. Do you want to do this with me? No, like they're not scary words. It's just asking the question at the end of a conversation, at the end when someone compliments you, like, hey, thank you. This has been fun. Do you want to do this with me? Like, it's been great. Do you want to do this with me? I feel amazing. Do you want to do this with me? Just ask the question. And if they say no, that's on them, not on you. But when you're sharing your story, when I shared it in Your Extra Fit Day, I talked about if you're a coach and you're an emerald in that lane of people, you are 100% of the time focusing on being a product of the product and sharing your journey as an invitation. Showing up as yourself and as authentically as you are, and you will find your people. And then those people will join you, and then you'll just create this momentum of people moving forward. And then as you go through that process, then you get to a little bit higher level, you get to diamond level. That's where personal development is the thing that you need to be focusing on, because leadership is harder than people think it is. But if we make it hard, it will be hard. So personal development, obviously, is something we all need to work on, because fear is something that we're all struggling with. So getting past that, knowing that we have our experience is what is going to bring people to the table, and that we have amazing tools in our toolbox and $1 billion company behind us supporting us in this mission. You are a coach who happens to use Beachbody tools, programs, and products. You get to be you. You set up your virtual studio to you. If you were gonna, I've been told several people this earlier today, if you were gonna open a brick and mortar gym, studio, what would it be about? That's what your virtual studio should be about. If the same as if you were a hairdresser and you open up a hair shop, you use certain products in your shop, like Biolage and like whatever shampoo, conditioner you want to use. Like those are products that you bring into your store, but that doesn't, you're not a Biolage hairstylist, right? Like you're the hairstylist and you bring things in with you. You are a coach. You're sharing your journey. You're a Hashimoto's warrior. You're a teacher, a faithful teacher. You are a stay-at-home mom. You are all of these things. You are who you are, what your 6 roles are, and then you invite people to join you in that space. Do you love cooking? Do you love fitness? Do you love, what is it? And then what programs and products support that? And how can you support other people in that journey? We have runners like Sarah Morrison, if you know who she is, up in our larger team, Team Rockstar Fit. She loves running. She still does Beachbody programs from home every morning, but she loves running. She attracts a lot of runners into her community. She talks about races all the time. She talks about strength training improves her racing. She talks about nutrition all the time because it's the game changer for her. That's what people want to join you for. The lifestyle, not the product. One thing that Trina's been hammering home in like every Zoom that I've been on with her lately is that Beachbody is going to bring you all kinds of innovative programs and products and all kinds of things. And there's always going to be shiny objects that come out of every launch, every time we have a live event, all the things, right? We've got collagen, we've got 2 flavors of Shaco, we've got new programs coming, we've got all this fancy, shiny stuff. But none of that will move your business if you focus on those things. You have to focus on helping people change their lives and selling the lifestyle that you're living. And when people want to join your lifestyle, they will join you with the products and the things that you're using. So it's not about MM100. It's about how MM100 makes you feel. It's not the fact that there's 100 workouts. It's about you committing to a lifestyle of change. Great that there's music and there's a live DJ. That's a fact. Talk to them about how the music helps you get through the time goes faster when you can just, music is therapy to a lot of people, right? And you can put on a great playlist and really just hammer it out and get something done for yourself. That's a post right there, right? So glad that I had this music today just to like let my brain go and I could get this great workout in and the time went by so quickly. The why, not the what, exactly, Chris. You have to hit them with the emotion, the pain point. What is it? How has it made you feel? And they're going to want that same feeling. When you think about why you joined, was it because it was a 21-day program? Was it because you're going to get 30 superfoods with 70 ingredients in each shake that you get to make in 2 minutes? Did you join because there was some fact or like description that was written from the back office that someone copied and pasted into an Instagram story? Guessing you all joined because you wanted what your coach had. You all joined because you saw that person being happy. You saw that person being committed. You saw something in them that you wanted, some characteristic, right? And so you have to be that light to other people. You have to light other people's fires with the same kind of thing going forward. So as we get into 9 o'clock here, we don't have a text message from Tiffany yet. We're going to be thinking about those goals that you wrote down, those dreams that you made goals tonight by writing them down on paper and thinking about how it is that you're going to get there. there's a million opportunities for you to level up and to go someplace. And I'm giving you the opportunity. I'm inviting you tonight to join me in going for great, not just where you are and then maybe the next little step, but like, let's go big, because somebody's going to do it. Why not us? And you can do anything that you set your mind to. And if you can be optimistic about it, if you can be excited about it, if you can like own the success that you've had and really go for it, people are going to be attracted to that, and they're going to want to go with you. Your business is going to get better. You're going to have happier, healthier relationships. You're going to have more leadership opportunities. You're going to be able to lead people from the front and feel more confident in who you are. There's just so many good things that come from leveling up in life. So whatever your goal is that you put on that piece of paper, whatever that dream that you made a goal tonight, when you want it, you will make it happen. So you really have to think to yourself, do you really want that? What is it that you're going to do in order to make that happen? If you still need to get more clear on it, keep writing it out. Keep processing it. How much more crystal clear can you get? If you need help with that, reach out. I'm happy to walk through that with you. Schedule a time with me. I have 3 or 4 tomorrow that I'm so excited to do. My goal personally is to hit elite again, because for me, I cannot personally let myself fall down that ladder. But my goal for all of you is for you to rise up to the potential that you have. And I see so much more potential in you than you will ever see in yourself. And I want you to be able to flourish where you're at and to expand and to continue to give back to other people and have the confidence in yourself that you can achieve anything. That's my goal for you. So whether you're wanting just to lose weight, whether you're wanting to earn back your investment, whether you're wanting to pay off certain bills, whether you're wanting to start earning an income and like do something crazy like leave a job, it's not crazy, you can do that. Whatever you put out there for yourself, I'm here to support you to get that done. And as long as you show up, I will show up. Bridget only wants to be a nurse for 6 months of the year. Boom. I love that you put that out there. You're going to drive around in your little trailer and you're just going to stop here and work for a little while. And then you're going to go to the next place. I love it. I can so see you doing that. What is that you want? Go for it. Believe that it's possible. Okay, that's all I have for tonight. Like, we can stop there. I don't have anything like fabulous to like completely end on, but I'm so proud of all of you for being on tonight. So excited for the future for you. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of you like blow up and be amazing. And